players have played in the Shiny League, and it all comes down to these two teams, TTV and Team Shiny. And I feel like you couldn't have written it better if you tried. These are the two to see in these grand finals.
And look at that, Spraggles, the Garchomp pick from Rin, which means he is headed right into the jungle. Elo swaps into the Pikachu to match that bot lane, and we're gonna see the Slowbro difference there. Everything else is pretty much the same. Very interesting choice for Team Shiny to go with the Garchomp for this first match, and Rin is your jungler.
I mean, I would consider this to be a legendary pick right now. This is such an amazing pick. We are watching the finals of a tournament, the grand finals, and we are seeing Garchomp. You just don't see it. It's incredible that Rin is going with this, and he dominated with it earlier, so I'm really excited to see how this plays out.
Yeah, one of the things we saw as he did dominate with it earlier in the tournament was he played a lot by himself, right? And we'll have to see how that plays out in this match. Are we going to see Rin fighting with the team fights, or are we going to see him off burning a Rotom by himself? Off burning, trying to burn a Dreadball by himself. We know that TTV is not going to let them get free Dreadnoughts, right? Team Shiny is not going to get a free Dreadnought off of TTV. That's just very rarely happens. So do we see Rin make a rotation? Do we see him take the top and try to get an advantage there? It's going to be very interesting to watch as this match plays out.
Yeah, absolutely. And we can see TTV, it looks like they're a little bit ahead in this bottom lane right now. And now we have Rin showing up in this top lane and fighting with Lutano over this.
Two levels up.
Wow, and there he goes. Gone.
A very quick gank there from Rin, and that's going to give him a huge level advantage. Not only is he going to pick up that KO, but he may have a chance to dunk here. Looks like Toon's going to respond pretty quickly and push him away, though. But how much of these Bs does he get?
I mean, it looks like they have to get everything here. They really can't do anything over there on TTV
Level
about what just
6
happened. Right
already.
in this bottom lane, it looks like TTV got the best of this lane here. They are leveled up.
Yeah, TTV dominating bot lane. That Wigglytuff is so strong once it hits that first power spike at level 4. Basically gets its full kit. And they wipe bot lane. Toon actually comes down as well. A very rare bot gank there. And that's actually going to give TTV a huge advantage in the bot lane after losing a little bit of kind of momentum there top.
Yeah, they lose a little top, and then in the bottom lane, a 3-piece nugget. Very, very exciting stuff. Retsu engaging with Lucario here in this top lane. And we actually see that Rin is close by for possibly another gank.
He looks like he's going to grab a Salic Berry and head towards bot side to help out. Bees are still a ways away, but maybe the team called out that they were a little behind. Could have used some help. Rin's actually just trying to scoop up any farm he can get. I think the strategy is clear right now for Team Shiny. Give Rin everything.
Yeah, they want him to be Garchomp so bad. The difference between Gabite and Garchomp is monumental. Not just the Unite. The stat changes are huge, and they really want him to get all this. But
that is very bad.
Those stuns and that damage from TTV, this is an amazing fight for them in the bottom lane. 2-piece nugget right there for Goof. 3-piece nugget for Goof. Oh
and
my
TTV
gosh.
is dominating in this bot lane. Even with the Garchomp there, Toon matched it. And now look at this. Goof is sitting at 7. Toon is sitting at 9, has a Unite move. I'm curious if we're going to just see Rin go top here and try to get a Rotom, because this Dread does not seem like it's going to be an advantageous positioning for Team Shiny.
Yeah, it looks like that's what they're doing right here. We've got both Lucarios staying top and Rin going top here. So I think they're just going to let TTV have this for the most part. Of course, they might try for a steal, but in general, it looks like they've given this up so that they can hopefully win this top lane here. Big Unite coming out and taking down Lutano here. So this is a trade. TTV is taking Dread, and Rin in that top lane as Garchomp is taking Rotom right now.
And it looks like Rin should be able to secure that Rotom no problem, but at what cost, right? It's you know, he's able to get it. He's able to maybe get a score. No, so it looks like Rotom's gonna potentially put some pressure on here. Indy comes, follows up. Lutano's up there, and Rin is gonna have to just leave.
Yeah, I mean, obviously that Dread is huge. That first Dreadnought is one of the most important objectives in the game. I like the play here from Team Shiny, recognizing that it's kind of a lost cause and doing everything they could in the top lane there. I think we actually saw a little bit of a score bug for a half second there with Garchomp. There's this weird score bug that happens when you try to score and it stops you for a moment. I can't tell if that's what happened. It just seemed like it was taking him longer than necessary to start that scoring animation.
Yeah, so we talk about Rin making that decision to go top lane and obviously get some advantages with Rotom, but the problem with that is if you don't actually get the Rotom in or score, did you really create an advantage? You know what I mean? Like, it feels like, I don't know if there was a better solution, right? You make sure that they don't get it in a fight that was probably a lost cause, but it's really hard when you get it and then nothing comes out of it.
Yeah, of course. And I mean, they were just in such a difficult position here. TTV actually breaking bottom goal early, which we haven't seen them do much throughout this tournament. But yeah, I mean, Team Shiny was just in this tough position where they lost a big team fight in that bottom lane. As soon as Garchomp got caught by the sleep and the stuns from Pikachu, they were in so much trouble down there. I think they're just trying to salvage anything they could with that Rotom.
And at this point in the game, to give people some insight, if you're Team Shiny, your focus right now is you need to get your Eldegoss level 9, and you need to get your Pikachu level 9. That's going to give you these ultimates for this team fight here. Elo's trying to steal jungle at this point to get it, and Feppy's not going to have it. So this is going to be a Rin special. Can he pop off here and carry this team fight right now? Lots of buddy barriers coming off. Looks like they're going to get a pick, but unfortunately not able to get too much capitalization off of that. Pikachu has its Unite move, does get it obviously from that jungle. Will Rin be able to get enough stacks? No, Rin goes down, and TTV takes advantage of the fight once again, but Lutano, yeah, Lutano's just shredding right now.
Lutano with a 3-piece nugget right there, and what we saw, wow, actually a 2-piece from Eldegoss right there. I mean, we saw once again that Garchomp caught by Pikachu, and then all of a sudden it's dead in the water right there. It is a land shark, and it made it into the water, and it was done as soon as it got caught by that Thunderbolt.
Did you know that Garchomp can fly in like the anime and stuff? It's pretty wild. Anyway, we're gonna see them fight it out over Bees as the next objective is that Rotom, and the teams are kind of fighting back and forth. Rin is sitting at 12, right? Like, it's not like he's under-leveled, but the rest of Team Shiny kind of is.
Yes.
Eldegoss just hits 9, Slowbro's only 10, you know, Slowbro's really looking to get 11 for that Surf Plus. Obviously, that's going to be kind of its bread and butter. But these team fights are not going super well as Goof continues to dominate with his Unite moves on the top, and they're gonna break this top goal as well, it looks like.
Yeah, I mean, and look at this massive overdunk from Pikachu here. Oh, he might not be able to get it. Pikachu is one of those, oh, he does make it in. Pikachu is one of those Pokemon that just is not able to put in points often. So if you're able to let your team's Pikachu score 50 in a goal, that is pretty huge. It lets your more mobile characters have their Eos energy still so they can still score. And yeah, the level advantage here is just starting to widen. I mean, we're seeing a level 13 Pikachu to level 10 here. That Goof Pikachu, this tournament, he has just been massively over-leveled.
Yeah, we see Toon looking like he's grinding up, trying to get to 15. He probably will be about that 15 by the time the Zapdos fight comes around, and those power spikes as those levels increase give him a huge advantage. That play by Rin there was a little rough, right? He dove in top point, tried to make a big play, ends up going down and just ultimately giving the other team more XP. And now we've got Retsu here trying to deal with this Rotom, and it looks like Lutano wants to pressure. He's gonna back off here with this Zapdos looming, and this game's gonna come down to one big fight right here in the middle in the Zapdos pit.
Yeah, and what incredible positioning here from TTV. Once again, they're just holding this Zapdos pit, and this is the same thing we saw from them versus Aphelion in the previous games of this winners bracket here. They're just able to expertly hold this area, and the fight is breaking out in the bottom here. Everyone moving back to position. Waiting.
Rin's still looking to get farm, realizes the fight's not going to take place. And a thing to point out here is TTV is so far ahead. They're even in a situation if maybe Team Shiny does get the Zapdos here, as long as TTV has some people up and they can score, they're going to be able to bring this back. A lot of Unite moves coming off, saving with buddy barriers. Retsu's really low. He gets a huge heal there from Feppy, but is it going to be enough? Here comes the Garchomp, full stacks. But again, TTV able to kite out, and now they can back for health after all those Unite moves were just burned.
Wow, it's crazy that we have fight. Oh, wow, Toon actually catching Rin there, but it's crazy that we have such intense fights that are actually leaving no one KO'd really. TTV just holding position very well, but here we have a big fight materializing in the pit. One member from TTV is down. Every single member of Shiny is up, but they have lost their Eldegoss now. We have the Unite move coming out from Garchomp. Is it enough? Are they able to take this Pikachu? 2 down, 3 down on Team Shiny. Oh, and this Lucario is just cleaning up right now.
Yeah, I don't know if there's enough time. They really need the Zapdos, which they might get. They do, but do they have enough time to score? As we see TTV scoring the back. They've got Pikachu scoring. They've got Eldegoss scoring. And Team Shiny only has 2 members up. It's not going to be enough. They're only going to get...
What a goal!
They're going to be close, but they're not quite there because they had no points. They need to get more. They're going to need to pick up some kills.
I refuse to call a game till it's over, but I do think TTV pulled that one out even after they got Zapdos. There just weren't enough points. Wow, so close.
It's going to be really close. I don't think Team Shiny got it. I think TTV pulled it, but this is close, man.
It's really close, and it's so incredible to see how smart TTV was to do those back caps immediately when Zap went down.
Wow, TTV came into fruition in that past game where Zug was able to get that big 100 back cap. But we're going to go back to kind of what we've seen for most of this tournament from Team Shiny. Elo sitting in the jungle with his Cinderace, Rin going to the bot lane attacker to try to equalize things down there, as obviously things didn't go super well with the Pikachu down there with Elo. But again, I don't know another team right now in the game that's doing this. They're swapping their 2 key players, Elo and Rin, their 2 offensive players, based on their strengths in terms of their characters. This is pretty wild. We'll see if it pays off for them.
Yeah, could be the final match of our grand finals right here. TTV has the opportunity to put it away right now, but we see Team Shiny reacting here. Can they pull out a win? I mean, if I'm being honest, I selfishly would love to see Team Shiny win here because I want to see more play from these 2 teams.
Yeah, I obviously I have a bias and I haven't hit it. Yeah, I'm kind of straight up owning it, but you know, there's some great people on both sides, and at the end of the day, we've seen some great Pokemon unite today. So let's see some more, right? I mean, these 2 teams have duked it out, and we've gotten some really close games as they start peppering each other here in the bottom lane, looking to gain an advantage. Rin's got a lot of health. They're able to scoot off Goof and Indy, but we'll see how this kind of shakes out. Huge web there on Febby. He's going to go down. Zug gets a little bit of health back, and we'll see who's going to grab this Dino. Looks like Rin was able to snag it. Can he pick up a KO, though?
Doesn't look like he's going to be able to get that KO, but once again, I mean, TTV just having a very, very solid bottom lane here, and now we're taking a look at what's happening top here. What happened to Elo? Only level 4 making it to the top?
Yeah, I think Elo might be doing some sort of an early gank, it looks like, because if we take a peek down here, he still has his red and a crab. I wonder if he's been skipping that to try to gain an early advantage. But it's not working for him here because he's about to go down.
Yeah, it's just really tough. I mean, those surprise moves can be really amazing, but obviously if they don't work out, you are in a lane and you're at a disadvantage here. So it seems like a really exciting play, but unfortunately TTV was able to capitalize on it.
And it looks like TTV is actually dominating this bot lane as well. Faz stuck as a little slowpoke, which isn't the end of the world. Water Gun's a great smiting tool, but it's not going to give him the advantage that he needs. And now Toon sitting here in jungle. Are they going to pick up Toon? If they get him, that's actually big. Huge XP for them as they try to start to come back. A lot of scores coming in. And again, we see TTV. I don't think there's another team on this side of the world that does this as well as TTV. They seem to always find a way to get those points in early.
Oh yeah, they want to put their opponents in a position where they have to make the mistake. They have to force the fight. So it is really interesting to see here. Rin, they've obviously saved this Apim so that he can go ahead and get level 5 here. I love the play that they all made to gank there in the center. I mean, these are the exciting plays that Team Shiny is going for. And TTV, on the other hand, is just solidly winning their lanes. So it's really interesting to see Team Shiny come out here with these very exciting plays, and TTV playing very, very solid in all of their positions.
One thing I want to point out, and it makes me wonder, right? If you notice there, Rin had to run all the way up the lane to go get that Apom, and the standard procedure there is one of the Pokemon, generally the attacker, hits the APOM once to let it track down the lane, and it seems as though they forgot to do that, or they didn't do that. And it makes me wonder if they're a little bit in their head after that first game, because, you know, I know Rin is very on top of his game, and they did not hit that APOM, and it cost him a few seconds, right? I mean, he had to run up there, and he was not able to fight with the rest of the team because he had to chase an APOM that he should have hit on his way down in the first place.
Yeah, I mean, this is do or die right here for Team Shiny, so the pressure is on. We have TTV. They're able to play a much more relaxed game, whereas Team Shiny, it's a must-win for them. So I could imagine that maybe in moments like that, they do make some mistakes. It looks like they're on this Dreadnought right here. Are they able to take it, or could it get stolen? We have Feppy and Retsu down there possibly for the steal. No, TTV takes that Dreadnought.
Yeah, you saw a big push there from Retsu trying to steal it, but he's only level 6, right? And no matter what, Lucario's a great Pokemon, don't get me wrong, but when you're level 6 and everyone else is like 7 and 8, it's going to be a little tough for you to really make a push there, especially when he had to kind of run all the way into TTV. So, again, TTV continues to dominate. They've got a huge score lead right now. They just won the Dreadnought, and it's going to take a lot of farming and a really good team fight for Team Shine to pull this back. Because not only are they behind in points like we saw in Game 1, but they're behind in levels too, and it's just not a good spot to be.
I mean, it's a considerable level difference. The one nice thing about it is if they get a good catch, just one good moment here or there, the experience swings are quite huge. What TTV is able to do right now is they're able to bully Team Shiny incredibly hard. But again, Team Shiny just takes one of those low-level Pokemon, they knock out someone like that level 11 Cinderace, which we could see right here, and that would be a huge swing, not able to take him down.
Yeah, the mobility on Cinderace is just ridiculous, right? I mean, he has him telekinetically, you know, strung up in the air. He's got a partner there, and he still gets away, right? I mean, that just shows how crazy that is. And now we have the catch-up game, right? Ren needs to funnel for 9. Feppy's not even close to 9. Probably not going to have his Unite move. Slowbro's not anywhere near a Unite move as well. But what that means is going into second Dreadnought, forget Rotom, right? Like, we have a Rotom that's still here, but going into second Dreadnought in 30 seconds, TTV's going to have 3, 4, maybe even all 5 Unites, and Team Shiny's going to have, what, 1 right now? Maybe 2 now, because Retsu just went down. That's not a good place to be, right? I mean, this is a game where Buddy Barriers shine through, and now they've got a Rotom pushing tier 2. How does Team Shiny come back in this game?
Yeah, I mean, it's going to have to be a huge swing with their Unite moves. They need to take down a couple of the big players on TTV. If they can do that and grab that catch-up experience, geez, that Pikachu for TTV has just been so brutal today. If they're able to get a couple catches from TTV, they can get back in this game. But right now, TTV is running away with this match.
Yeah, this game's not even close right now. And unfortunately, Team Shiny is forced to deal with this Rotom, right? You got to dedicate your resources to Feppy. Feppy can no longer, he can't farm this stuff. This is stuff that you'd want to be farming right now. But instead, he's stuck hitting a Rotom over and over again. We're going to see a score here. Nice 40 points, but that doesn't really move the needle in terms of where you want to be. Retsu's kind of getting burned down here. But again, the level gap is so big right now. I think at this point, if you're Team Shiny, you got to look at this game and you got to say, okay, our best chance of winning is one of 2 ways. We need to make sure that Ren hits 13. That has to happen, and he's not anywhere close. It's either that or you funnel everything into Elo. I think it seems their strategy is going to be to funnel everything into Ren. You need to get him 13. And he basically needs to put the entire team on his back for this team fight.
Yeah, I mean, it's such a huge advantage to have 13. You get that big Petal Dance upgrade. You get that cooldown reduction for Venusaur. And that Pikachu just catching everyone all tournament. Goof has just been so dominant with Pikachu today. It's incredible.
Yeah, we've seen him put in some work. And even, I mean, just the Wigglytuff is a higher level than the attacker Venusaur. And I think that kind of sums up how this is going right now for Team Shiny. They are just really struggling. This could help, though. These bees, if he's able to get a good chunk of these bees, that can get him a little bit closer, and 13 actually seems possible now. Looks like we're going to see a big team fight break out here top.
Yeah, we could have a team fight here. I mean, Shiny needs a win. You know, they need, not only do they need a win in this match, they need to win this match, but they need a win. They need a team fight that goes their way. I'm wondering if they throw some Unites before Zap, hoping to even it out level-wise. Right now, you can see TTV just waiting on that Rotom. They are not sending it yet. They know they can capture it whenever they want. They are just letting it sit there. and now they're sending it down.
Yeah, great strategy there. Kind of just waiting, knew they were uncontested, and it's a good strategy that a lot of teams do where they kind of wait as long as possible to send that Rotom. And now, here's another situation, right? Rin is stuck sitting here trying to deal with a Rotom, and TTV gets all the momentum they want to sit in the pit and get exactly... They're actually just going to burn it. They are going to take their number advantage. They are burning it hardcore. Team Shawnee's nowhere to be found. Do they have a chance to steal this? They do!
Steals it! Stolen by Lucario. This match is not over right now. Members of every single team are up, and people are running. It's a mad dash to score.
Here's the problem, though. Look at all the people for TTV here in the goal. Are they going to get this 50 in? Because if they do, that could be the difference maker, too. Rin still has 100 to put in.
This game is not over. It is so close right now. Team Shiny is up, but TTV is here. There's a minute and a half left. I love TTV's play right there, but the steal, the incredible steal from Retsu may have saved this game.
And look at this. Zug looks like he might get away with 1 health. Every KO here matters so much, right?
Oh,
because you're putting these dead timers
down.
on. Lutano's out for 30 seconds now. And TTV needs to score not once, but twice.
The play here from Team Shiny, I think they're realizing it right now, like, whoa, 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 we're way ahead, actually. We need to get back. It's possible that Rin's going to stay there to back cap in case in case TTV does run in and start scoring, but I think they just need to head back and defend against this final push.
100%. Rin needs to be making a push towards back capping at this point. He obviously can't see the whole map like we can, but he should know there's a 4-man push going on at bottom lane, and Lutano's just getting back up. So it's actually surprising to me that Rin is making the choice to defend as opposed to head back up. We got to keep an eye out on Zug, right? Zug has their score shield, but he only has 3 points.
Big fight here, and we actually saw Rin was farming for his Unite because he had his Unite when he came down to this fight, and they are actually pushing TTV out of this. Team Shiny is going to take game number 2.
We're going to game 3, baby. Team Shiny gets dominated for the first 8 minutes and 20 seconds of this match. TTV makes a decision to push the Zapdos fight because they had the Rotom pushing top goal, and some miracle happens, and Team Shiny steals the Zapdos and is able to score just enough to bring us to a game 3.
Wow. I mean, what an incredible play. And I bet, you know, if we look at some of the numbers here, I'm sure it will look like, I mean, look at those KOs, look at the assists on TTV. I'm sure if we look at the damage, I mean, TTV's damage will be off the charts. At least I'd assume so. But yeah, I mean, look at that. The damage of TTV much higher than Shiny. Shiny was getting dominated, as you said, that entire match. And then all of a sudden, they start that zap and it gets stolen. And, you know, I can't imagine that they're upset because I know how they play, but TTV might be kicking themselves a little bit right now because they didn't need that zap at all. They were way ahead.
Yeah, I agree with you. They were definitely ahead, not only in levels,
but because I felt like it did get shut down pretty hard that first game.
It looks like it's going to be the Garchomp, not the Charizard. I wonder what was going through Rin's head there. I know Charizard is a pick that he likes to take when he feels like he needs to carry, right? And we talk a lot about Rin carrying. The reality of it is this guy is really, really good at Pokemon Unite. But he's going to go with Garchomp, and we're going to have to see what his positioning looks like because, as we said, in Game 1, TTV was able to shut down that Garchomp in most of the engagements. That Pikachu was all over him. And I don't know if it's because Pikachu is out here giving out gifts in his Santa skin or if Goof is just that good. But it's going to be interesting to see how it all plays out as Team Shiny Rin brings the Garchomp back into the jungle.
Here we go. 1-1 in what could be the last match of our grand finals. Team Shiny, if they win, here we go to a new best of 3 series. TTV wins, they shut it down, and now we're looking at this bottom lane here, this tri-lane from TTV, and they have actually been super dominant in this bottom lane. However, Elo grabs that, and they are now winning in this bottom lane here, getting that first Dino.
One thing to mention too, Faz making a swap, going off the Slowbro into the Wigglytuff, and this may be a little surprising, but Faz feels very comfortable on Wigglytuff. This is not a strange pick for him. He knows this Pokemon very, very well, so he has no problems or issues going with that. and we'll see how it all plays out because those things can be so clutch. And maybe they feel that that extra CC from Sing is going to be the difference maker in Garchomp being able to do Garchomp things.
Yeah, it might be just what they need here, interestingly enough, seeing this mirror matchup. And I think last time he switched off, we also didn't notice a lot of damage coming down on Rin. Is he able to get away? He is able to make it back to goal there. So no one gets too badly hurt in that top lane.
Looks like we got a pretty even fight here. Bot lane, these bees are going to be clutch. And look at that, Zug being the Wigglytuff right there gives them such a huge advantage, right? Faz stuck as a little Jigglypuff, does not have Sing. Once Zug and his Wigglytuff hit 4, he has that opportunity to pressure with Sing, which just basically means he can run in front of the objective like those bees and just sing things. And look at that combo, perfectly timed. No team does it better than TTV. They hit the Thunderbolt combo right into, or I'm sorry, the Thunder combo right into the Sing, and there's just so much stuns going on. They get all the objective.
I mean, I think Goof must be the official chicken nugget winner of this tournament, no matter what happens. The picks from that Pikachu have just been incredible. You combo that with the Sing from Wiggly. It's just amazing, amazing CC that you get from those two characters.
Even though Team Shiny's a little bit behind right now, they've got to be feeling okay after the last couple of games, you know. Rin's starting to get pretty fed. He's sitting at 7+ right now, almost 7.5. He is the highest level character on the field. Feppy really struggling, needs to evolve ASAP because sitting as a level 3 Gossifleur is not going to cut it here. Rin almost 8, and their #1 focus right now is get Rin 9 for Dreadnought.
Yeah, as soon as you can have a Garchomp, you want a Garchomp here. But you're right, in this bottom lane, they are noticing that Feppy is weak, and they are taking advantage of that. They are gating him off from evolving, and that is just devastating for Team Shiny in this bottom lane. Top lane must be going a lot better, obviously, for Team Shiny. Moving down, he's going to go through his jungle and try to get 9 by Dreadnought.
Yeah, but it might be a little too late, right? He's going to get this Ludi Loco. He's going to grab a crab. That should get him darn close if it doesn't get him there. I think that'll do it, but this fight's already breaking out. And look at this. Team TTV knows what they have to play to. They realize the Garchomp's not here yet. They recognize that he's trying to get it. They're burning it, and the Cinderace is going to grab it. So TTV walks away with the Dreadnought, and Rin comes in a little bit on the late side and gets stunned, as we've seen from that Pikachu. TTV steamrolling bottom lane.
That is just that combo that we have been seeing. I mean, that Pikachu Wiggly combo has been so devastating for Garchomp, which is why I was honestly surprised to see Team Shiny pick Garchomp back up, because it felt like he got shut down so hard in that first game by that exact combination from TTV.
And look at these level differences, right? We've got a level 6, 6, and 6 Wiggly, whereas on the other side, everyone has a Unite move except for the Eldegoss at this point. And these level differences are very hard to make up, right? It takes a lot of farm to get this back. Now, this is a good start for Team Shiny if they can get this Rotom, and a great play by Rin to use Garchomp's strengths to his advantages. Get a Rotom, take that pressure off at least. He can reset, go to his jungle, and hopefully the team can gain some advantages on the bot lane. But Elo's 3 levels below this Pikachu. This is a lot of XP if they get it, though.
This is big. Are they able to take it?
They do!
Yeah. And you can see that just a huge spike in experience, almost to level 9, just by taking out one Pokemon right there. And that's one thing that TTV is going to need to watch out for when they are ahead. If they have moments like that where they lose a little bit, they actually lose a lot by getting KO'd there.
Rin looking forward. He's a 2v1 situation. He's going to keep them off the score, and he's going to force to pop his Unite. That's going to result in Lutano popping his. Rin picks up the Cinderace. Lutano charging back. And Rin does Rin things and picks up the 2-piece top lane. And he's going to keep on farming as he gets a huge advantage there. He's sitting at level 11, and now he is tied for the highest level. Elo caught up to the other Pikachu. Wiggly's still very, very behind. But Team Shany's starting to pull this back a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, that was a huge, huge play by Rin there. As you said, Rin doing Rin things, being able to KO essentially 2 people there with the help of Pikachu. That was a big moment. Now we're getting ready for this next Dreadnought fight. Once again, it looks like TTV's in a better position here. We have Unites coming out from both teams right now. We have that Cinder Unite, Eldegoss Unite. A lot is being thrown down in this fight right here. No one down right now. They are in this alley right here, and Garchomp is now engaging, being taken out. That sleep takes him down. TTV KOing 3 right now, pushing Team Shiny back here.
Yeah, that was a good situation showing what Rin was trying to do, right? He was trying to wait out those buddy barriers, wait for his opportunity to dive in. He did go for the dive, but Zug and his Wigglytuff Sing has been so dominant throughout this entire tournament, and he shows it off one more time. And look at this! He hits a Sing into his Score Shield 40 right in front of Faz's face!
Wow, I mean, Wiggly is just, honestly, it's gross what this Pokemon can do. And look at all the AL's energy up there. He could actually walk back and do it again if he wanted. We are still seeing, I was going to say we're still seeing Rin as the most fed Pokemon in the match, but that's no longer true because Toon is now level 13.
Yeah, and Cinderace, when it starts to scale, can really, really put in the work. And here's an instance of the non-Score Shield, right? Faz tries to score, isn't able to because he doesn't have a Score Shield. He does serve as a good distraction, though. Guarantees the Rotom because Rin's chilling all the way over there, farming that Rotom. And it's going to delay Toon a little bit, right? He's got to go take care of that now. But, I don't know, man. This is actually a pretty close game, right? Like, TTV's got the score advantage. Rin is pretty fed, though. He's sitting at 13. He's got about a minute left before Zapdos to try to get some more points in. We'll have to see how this shakes out. He's going to go see what's left in his jungle. But levels are relatively close. TTV's definitely up ahead right now, though.
Yeah, the levels are getting a little closer, a lot closer than the last match, obviously. And they know that the #1 thing is getting that Garchomp fed because it can be the thing that shreds an entire team. It has the potential to do that more than really most any carry inside the game. However, TTV has been expert at shutting down this Garchomp in some really pivotal moments.
He's going to trickle 14 here with just 20 seconds to go for the Zapdos fight. There is a Dreadnought in play with only about 6 seconds left. My guess, both teams just let it be. There's a chance Rin makes a play for it, but it looks like they're just going to leave it. Rin hunting on the map to find any little piece of farm left. He spots a crab. Is that what he's going for? No, he's actually just going to go top? Maybe he's
like
looking to try to get a score.
Might try to turn this in, or maybe what they're trying to do is convince TTV to fight up here. If they act like they're turning, maybe TTV will pull away from Zap and let them fight a little further away from the pit because they know it's going to be hard to get inside and fight.
And look at this, Toon getting chip damage off on Faz. Faz has to engage here with his Wigglytuff. Able to get away, but any little bit of damage can make all the difference when that fight actually breaks out. Rin's still sitting here farming. If they're not going to start a fight, Rin's like, you know what? I'm just going to get more farm. I'm getting close to 15. I'm going to grab my red buff, and I'm going to start to head in after I grab my Ludicolo as well.
Wow, I mean, just so interesting right here that we are seeing both teams. TTV knows they're ahead, so they are just waiting, and Rin is taking that opportunity to get level 15 for this final fight right here.
And it makes you wonder, who is going to be the one to start, right? Like, at this point, Team Shiny is gaining an advantage here, right? They're getting this. But here comes the Unite moves. Wigglytuff pops his. Garchomp pops his. Can Rin pick up anything here? Sections off the Wiggly.
Ooh, Unite coming in from Pikachu right there, and they're chasing Rin down.
My
Two
goodness,
down from Team Shiny right now, and they were split in that really important fight right there. They were not able to engage the way they wanted to.
And another score there. TTV dominating. Garchomp out for another 15 seconds. Almost out for the whole game. No Score Shield on Faz. Unable to score there. And I know we said we're not calling it too early, but this is going to be very tough for Team Shiny to pull back on. 3 gone. Actually, Pika's out for the whole game.
Yeah, I mean, this is unfortunately, I hate to say it right now, but this looks like to be game. I would love to see more matches from these two teams, but right there, TTV is able to close it out.
4, 3, 2, 1.
And a huge congratulations to TTV, your Smash GG and A-Drive Shiny League champions. TTV walks away with a 2-1 victory, never dropped to the losers bracket, and they finished it with a dominating performance over